my name is Michelle Logan. God's law and hygiene were ahead of their time. I'm going to go ahead and read the scriptures because this is very interesting. So I'm going to start out with Leviticus chapter 15, verses 4 through 27. I read a little bit, but I think I want to read the whole thing. Any bed that the one with the discharge lies on will be unclean, and anything he sits on will be unclean. A man who touches his bed must wash his garments, and he should bathe in water and be unclean until the evening. Anyone who sits on an article that the one having a discharge sat on should wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean the evening. Whoever touches the flesh of the one having a discharge should wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until the evening. If the one who has discharge spits on someone clean, that person must wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until evening. Any saddle that the one with the discharge rides on will be unclean. Anyone touching anything that was under him was unclean until the evening, and anyone who carries those items will wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until the evening. If the one with the discharge has not washed his hand in water and touches someone, that person must then wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until the evening. An earthenware vessel that one having a discharge touches should be smashed, and any wooden vessel should be washed with water. When the discharge stops and the person becomes clean from it, he will then count 7 days for his purification. He must wash his garments, bathe himself in running water, then he will be clean. On the 8th day, he should take 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons and come before Jehovah at the entrance of the tent of meeting and give them to the priest. And the priest will offer them, the one as a sin offering and the other as a burnt offering, and the priest will make atonement for him before Jehovah concerning his discharge. Now, if a man has an imminent of semen, he should bathe his whole body in the water and be unclean until the evening. He must wash with water any garment and any skin with semen on it, and it will be unclean until the evening. When a man lies with a woman and has an emission of semen, they should bathe in water and be unclean until the evening. If a woman has discharged blood from her body, she will continue in her menstrual impurity for 7 days. Anyone touching her will be unclean until the evening. Anyone she lies down on in her menstrual impurity will be unclean. Everything she sits on will be unclean. Anyone touching her bed should wash his garments, bathe in water, and be unclean until the evening. Anyone touching any article she sat on should wash his garments and bathe in water and be unclean until the evening. If she sat on the bed on another article, his touching that will make him unclean until the evening. And if the man lies down with her and her menstrual period comes on him, he will be unclean for 7 days. And any bed on which he lies down will be unclean. When a woman is discharged by fluid for many days, when it's not the regular time of menstruation, or she should have a fluid longer than her usual menstruation, she will be unclean during all the days of her discharge and her